up, Cherry Blossom family, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, hi, I'm Miss Cherry, and for those returning subscribers, hi guys. I'm so glad that you're here today. Happy Christmas Eve. I know that a lot of you have been kind of waiting for this video. I've got several messages like, hey, when are you going to announce the winner for the Bibbidi Boxes giveaway? And guess what? Today is your lucky day, so let's announce the winner. First off, before I announce the winner, all I have to say is you guys accomplished so much this year. It was absolutely insane. Like, I am so proud of all of you, and I really feel like if you want to be inspired, or if you are looking to just kind of lift your spirits, go and check out that video, go and check out everyone's comments, because what was accomplished in 2019 was incredible. Some people like moved out on their own. We had people graduating from college. We had people who committed to not hurting themselves. We had people who adopted new dogs. We had people that were helping family members get through cancer. I mean, there were so many things that you guys accomplished. I'm so proud of you, and I feel like I owe you guys a little bit of an apology. I'm just, because of Vlogmas and because I've been so busy, I just haven't been able to respond to a lot of comments, but know that I've read them all, and I'm so incredibly proud of you. So we had a little bit over 1,000 entries into the giveaway, and I put them into a random number generator, and the person who won the giveaway's name is Brandy Pickman. So congratulations, Brandy. Be sure to get a hold of me. My email address is in the description box down below. So send me an email with your address so I can get that box shipped out to you as soon as possible. It's going to be after the holidays though, because I do have family in town, so just be aware. It'll ship out hopefully by the end of the week. Thank you so much to everyone that entered. I really appreciate you supporting the channel, and there will be another giveaway coming up really soon. But in today's video, not only were we doing the announcement of the giveaway winner, but we are also doing a little cozy Q&A. And yes, we are not in my YouTube studio. We are in my bedroom in the upstairs of my house. I thought it would be kind of fun to have like a casual chit chat session. So that is exactly what we are doing today. So on Instagram, if you're not following me, it's at Miss Jessi Cherry. Go follow me on there. We do a lot of channel centric things. So you get to vote on videos, send Q&A, all the stuff is kind of done on the Instagrams. But I got so many questions, and so we are going to answer some of those questions today. And I basically said nothing is off limits. So let's take a look and see what you all asked. So the number one question that I was asked, which I think is so interesting, is what do you do for work, or what do you do for your job specifically? Those sorts of things. So it's not exciting, guys. So I am a general manager of a small contracting firm in Anchorage, and I have 12 employees, and I just transitioned into this position in October of 2018. So I've been in this position for a year now. I had like these make assumptions about me, and a lot of people assumed that I was like a trust fund baby, or that I was rich, or all these things. That is so not the case. I just work really hard. I'm a self-made person. I graduated high school. I didn't go to college. I went right into the workforce, and I hustled my way to where I am. I've been with my company now for 14 years. It's been an amazing growth experience for me, an amazing opportunity for me to be a part of this small company, and I'm just really thankful for what I have. And so yeah, that's what I do for a living. I'm a boss lady, which is weird. It's weird to say that out loud, but I guess that's what I am. It doesn't feel like I am. The next question is, how did you and Jessi meet? And what was your first date? So Jessi and I met when I was 15 and he was 17. And also, by the way, I have some Q&As that I've done before. I'm gonna link the playlist like up above so you guys can see them, because I think I detailed a little bit about this in the last one, but it's been so long since I've done a Q&A session, like I don't actually remember. But I was 15, Jessi was almost 17. It was like the summer that he turned 17. And we met in a parking lot. So I grew up in rural Kansas. Like my hometown is like 2,000 people. Like it's tiny. And Jessi's hometown is like 300 people. And so what you do in rural Kansas is like you legit go and hang out in parking lots. And let me know down below if that happened or if you guys did that, because that's like super common where I'm from. So we basically met in a parking lot. I saw him, he was wearing a cowboy hat and short shorts. So Jessi, like he still wears that. I mean, you guys may have seen one of the giveaway winners previously where Jessi was in short shorts and a cowboy hat doing a drum roll. I mean, that's my husband for you. Yeah, I met him. I started really flirting with him, and so did my friend Aubrey at the time, and I was like, oh no, that is my man, like don't come at me, right? My parents came and they're like, you need to get home because it was kind of late. So I left and I like had to give Jessi like a hug goodbye because like I was a flirty, thirsty 15-year-old, and he like grabbed my butt and I was like, excuse me? And yeah, so the rest is history. Like I went home that day and I told my mom, I'm like, I met the man I'm going to marry. And she's like, whatever. But yeah, I married him 7 years after that. So I guess it worked out. Also, don't grab random people's butts, guys. It's not okay. The moral of the story is... Okay, the next question is, what's your favorite scene in The Little Mermaid? Oh, this is a good question. So I have a couple of favorite scenes. Well, number one, most favorite scene is when Scuttle identifies the dingle hopper. I think that's hilarious. And the snarf-flat, like that whole scene where he like twirls his hair with the dingle hopper and like poof, makes like this like huge puff of feathers on his head. Oh, I love that so much. And then obviously the part of your world scene is absolutely epic. It's like my favorite song in Disney history, like no question. So that is what I'm gonna have to go with for that question. Oh, I loved this question. So this was from Christina. So thank you, Christina, for sending this in. What are some big things you have planned for 2020? Love you and your channel. Oh, thanks, honey. Love you too. So much planned for 2020. The biggest thing I would say is I'm gonna be a bridesmaid in Jessica Meredith's wedding. Oh my God, Jessica. So I'm gonna link her channel down below, but she's also another Disney YouTuber and like one of my closest friends in life. And we, over the last 2 years, have just gotten so close, and I've only met her one time, but it's like I feel like I've known her since I was a little girl, and our connection is just so strong. And like she asked me to be a part of her wedding, and like it was so embarrassing. Like I like got all awkward and like didn't know what to say because I was like shocked. But yeah, I'm gonna be in Jessica's wedding, and I think that's amazing. And then we are gonna go on our very first Disney cruise, which is so exciting. We are going at the very end of September, and we are gonna go on the 4-night Halloween cruise. So we're gonna have a lot of cruise videos coming up this year, like a planning video. We're gonna have like what my first cruise was like video, what I'm packing. I mean, it is gonna be so different from all of the other like Disney vlogs that I've done in the past, which I'm really excited to try something new like that. It's also a little scary because I get seasick. So if you have any cruise suggestions of like what I should do or what I should bring or tips and tricks, please leave them in the comments down below because I feel like I'm gonna need your help on that. So those are like the two big things I have planned for 2020. I do have one thing that is really exciting, actually two things that are really exciting, but I can't talk about them quite yet, so be on the lookout on the channel for that. So the next question was from Erica Diocampo, and she asked, she also has a channel, I'll link her channel down below. She asked, does Jessi give you crap about how much time you spend on YouTube? So actually the only time that Jessi is frustrated with me about the time that I spend on YouTube is during Vlogmas, because Vlogmas takes up so much time, and I am not 100% sure if I will do Vlogmas next year. It's just really, really hard to kind of like balance life, work, Christmas parties, holidays. We have family in town. Jessi's mom and boyfriend are here, and also Jessi's brother and my sister-in-law. Everyone is here right now. They're actually like literally downstairs. So it just, Vlogmas is a lot, and he gets frustrated because he like wants me to like focus on other things, and I'm like, well, I gotta get Vlogmas stuff done, which is not the greatest. So I might not do Vlogmas next year, but that's really the only time. Other than that, he is like, Jessi is my #1 cheerleader. Like, I seriously am blessed with the most amazing, supportive husband in the entire world. Like, he is legitimately amazing, and I love him so much. Oh, the next thing. Okay, so the other question that I got so much is, when are you having children? What are you naming your children? Are you having babies? Like, lots of questions about babies. So here's the thing about that question. So I'm just gonna be really, really honest with you guys. I have never felt the calling in my life to be a mother, and I think that I have been judged a lot about that in my life. It's not necessarily, I mean, I like children. I love my niece and nephew. It's just in my heart, that's not what I've desired. And I am 34 now. That was another question. How old are you? I just turned 34. And here's the thing, is that I feel like if I have that calling, if that's something that I feel like I need, I don't feel like I need to have biological children to fill that need for me. There are so many children out there that need love, and if I ever feel that calling, or if Jessi ever feels that calling, I would like us to consider adoption. I just don't know if biological children are in our future, but you know, it's one of those things, like, never say never. Like, I don't want to be like, oh, well, I'm never having kids, because I don't know that, and I don't think that there's any way for you to predict your future or predict like how you're going to feel in a few years. So I'm just going to kind of like leave it open like that, but that's kind of how I feel about that. It's a really good question. Do you feel overwhelmed by all of your Disney stuff? So, kind of, and let me elaborate on this. So, before I got my YouTube studio like dialed in, it was a mess, guys. Like, it was like, while I was waiting for like the shelving to be done and like the lighting to be installed and stuff, like, I literally had my collection in piles. Like, it was stressful. But like, since I have it there, like, everything has a home, everything has a place, and so I feel so much better. Like, I feel like I've got a little bit more kind of like control over my collection, and I've been really like a stickler about like what belongs in my collection and what does not belong in my collection. And I have chosen to keep some things, and I've chosen to like sell some things, and those sorts of things that you do when you are trying to get organized, like get an organized space. And so I do have a lot of things that I do need to sell off. So I guess that question is, do you guys want me to do like a Poshmark or something like that, like a closet? Like, would you be interested in like buying some of those things? Because I'm not really for certain what to do, but I do have like an organized bin of things that really don't belong in my collection, but also really need to get out of my house. So anyway, let me know down below how you feel about that. Okay, so the next question, did you grow up in Alaska, and how and why did you come to Alaska? I was not born and raised here. I was born and raised in Kansas, eastern Kansas, and I came up here a month after I graduated high school, actually, with Jessi. So Jessi's brother has been here for several years before us, like several years before we got here. And then we got seasonal jobs and in Denali National Park, which for those of you that don't know, Mount McKinley, which has now been named back to Denali, which is the Native American term for that mountain. Denali is the largest peak in North America. So there's a national park that's surrounding that. And that is where we spent 2 summers. And in between those summers, we spent in Anchorage. And after the second summer, I basically told Jessi, like, look, if you want me to stay with you, you have to permanently live in Anchorage. Because it's hard. Like, we lived in a cabin up in Denali with no indoor plumbing. Like, we had a shower, but we did not have a toilet. We had an outhouse. Like, it was legit like old school living, and like I couldn't do it, guys. It was too much for me. It was too much. I did it for 2 summers and like I was like, I can't. Like, I need a toilet. I need like normal things, like a dishwasher, like all of those. Like, that makes me sound so spoiled, but you know what I mean, like the normal things that we are used to here in America. I need those things. I'm a spoiled brat, I guess. But that was the story of coming up. So month after graduating high school, and then basically right after I moved to Anchorage, I got the job of the place that I'm working at still now. It was just too good of an opportunity for me to pass up, and I basically told him, I'm like, this job is amazing, like I can't not be here. And he, you know, Jessi was like totally respectful of that, and now Jessi owns part of his business. He's a business owner and manager as well, so we kind of both have our own businesses. So we've really created roots here and really rooted ourselves here in Alaska. And another question was, do you love living in Alaska? And there are certain things that I love living in Alaska for. Job, number one. My husband loves it here. I love that he loves it here, but I didn't really love living here until I moved into this house. And the reason why is I am an indoor person. Like, I am that person that like, I want to be inside. I want to have a craft room. I want to be cozy. And we finally purchased a home where I have a craft room and a YouTube studio. We have a full gym. Like, we could literally never leave here. Like, we could have groceries delivered here and we would have a fully sustainable living situation here, which is pretty amazing for someone that doesn't love going outside. Which is horrible. Like, Jessi is such an outdoorsy person, and like I like love him so much, and I'm like, go have fun. But then I'm here like watching RuPaul's Drag Race, drinking my coffee, like, leave me alone. But it's okay, we make it work, right? What is your most loved memory of your Disney trips? What a cool question. So my most loved memory has to be the first time that I went to Walt Disney World, which happened to be in 2011, which was kind of late in the game, but we took a trip to go and see my grandparents who lived in Orlando at the time, and all of us went to Disney World together, including my aunt. Aunt Sherry, my grandma, and my grandpa, and Jessi and I went to Epcot and to Magic Kingdom, and it was amazing, like seeing the castle for the first time and all of the things that happen at Walt Disney World. It was just so magical. So I would say that. And then the next one was when I went with my mom and my aunt last January. That was an incredibly magical trip. My aunt had never been to Walt Disney World, and I think one of the most special things is seeing people see Walt Disney World for the first time. Like, watching their reactions to the castle, to the fireworks, to the magic, to the kindness of the workers at Walt Disney World. Seeing their reactions to that is like, it just renews my spirit for Walt Disney World. Like, it renews my love for it, because it's an incredible thing to watch someone experience it for the first time, in my opinion. Oh, this is a fun question. What is your favorite color and what is your favorite food? So my favorite color is black and purple. Like, I love both of those colors, like, for sure, interchangeable. Like, I love them both. Next is favorite food. My favorite food, hands down, since I was a little girl, is Cheetos. And I know that's horrible, but like Cheetos came out with like a natural Cheeto that was like white cheddar puffs. They are so delicious. Like they're like my absolute favorite. So yeah, I would definitely say that. So someone asked me, how do I deal with stress, or how do I relax? So I do live a pretty stressful life. I have a lot of responsibility, specifically at work, like a lot of responsibility. So I am a big proponent of CBD oil. Like I take CBD oil every single day to help me with stress and anxiety. That's kind of the medication, quote unquote, that I've chosen to take, which has been, I'm not exaggerating, life-changing. Absolutely life-changing. It's helped me understand and realize when I'm being triggered by anxiety or stress, and helped me understand how to manage it better. I'm not dependent on it or anything, but man, has it made humongous changes in my life. Humongous. And the other thing that I do is I craft. Like I will just go in my craft room and like create something absolutely ridiculous that will probably never see the light of day and probably use too many craft supplies, but I'm just really, I'm a creative person, and getting creativity out is really therapeutic to me. It's something that I need, like in my core, I need that. And that's also why I have a channel too. Like I felt that doing these types of videos like really allows me to be myself and have that creative outlet. So also doing videos is really awesome and helpful too, to help me get that creativity out and kind of help me relax. Oh my gosh, okay, my most favorite question of this whole thing, this was hilarious. Someone asks, what is your favorite chicken nugget sauce? Okay, for those of you that don't know, I am obsessed with chicken tendies. Like I love me some chicken tendies. And when I went to Disney, I told Jess, my friend Jessica Meredith, I told her, I was like, girl, I live off of chicken tendies at WDW. Like that is what I eat. I eat chicken tendies and fries like the entire Walt Disney World trip. Like that is all I need. And I am a huge fan of honey mustard. I love honey mustard. But like I'm a sauce gal. Like I love honey mustard. I love chicken dipping sauce. That's like the one from Walmart. I don't know what it is. I think it's actually Chick-fil-A sauce. It's like a barbecue honey mustard ranch mixture. Oh my God, it's so good. And then also Cane's chicken dipping sauce is super good. And yeah, I mean really any sauce. I just can't eat chicken tendies without sauce. You'll have to let me know down below like what your favorite sauce is, because I could eat any sauce with chicken tendies. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And then the next question is, who is your favorite from the Fab Five? So this question is really hard for me because I really love Mickey Mouse and Goofy and Donald. Like specifically those three I like really have a special place for. But I would say as of recent, because I've talked about this before, my changes and my affinity for different Disney characters is like ever flowing and ever changing. Like it goes in waves. But I have been really sentimental about Mickey lately. Like I just feel like Mickey is everything, and he represents the parks for me and represents that feeling of Disney for me. So I definitely would say that Mickey Mouse. Ooh, here's an interesting question. If you had to listen to one Disney song on loop for the rest of your life, what would it be? This one is so easy to me, and it's not a Disney song, it's a Pixar song, but it is Life is a Highway. So Life is a Highway is actually my alarm clock that I wake up to, and then every morning while I make breakfast I listen to Life is a Highway, and it just like gets me really happy and pumped up. And also I really like the song Immortals from Big Hero 6. So I would say those two. Those two are really good songs. I know the question was just one. Favorite non-Disney movie. So my favorite non-Disney movie, hands down, is 10 Things I Hate About You. I love that film so much. I was a huge Heath Ledger fan, like back in the day. Huge Heath Ledger fan. When he passed away, I like had to leave work. It was really sad. Like, I was deeply saddened by his passing. But yeah, I love that movie. It's my kind of go-to movie, like when I'm on a plane. I love watching that film. It's like so, it just like brings me back to childhood, and yeah, it's a really cute story too. I just really love it. But if you enjoyed this Q&A session, be sure to go and check out the other Q&As that I have done in the past. And I loved hanging out with you guys in this like cozy chit-chatty sort of way. Let me know down below if you would like me to continue some of these chit-chatty videos. I had a lot of fun. If you like this video, guys, give it a thumbs up. Also, please be sure to subscribe down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Merry Christmas! TTFN! Bye!